Hey guys, welcome back to Banana Engineering. Welcome back to our pulley assembly. And today we're going to make the drawing of the pulley assembly. So hopefully you're ready for some good engineering. And let's get started. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like and subscribe button. Okay, go on File, go on New. And this time we don't have to make a part, not an assembly, but a drawing. So it doesn't matter which kind of document you create. So normally I take the norm and then create. So at first we have to make some little adjustments because the sheet is much too big. So go here on the sheet, then right click, edit sheet, and switch the size from A2 to A3. And it's landscape, not portrait. This is okay so far. Hit OK. And now you can see, or it appears, that the head here got bigger, but actually the sheet got smaller. So you can see that we choose A3. And now we have to bring in our assembly. So insert a base view, hitting here this button here. So in case you have the pulley open in background, then most of the time if you insert the base view, the system will automatically find here your assembly. If it doesn't find your assembly, then open it and search for the assembly here so it can load up the assembly. In my case, I already got the assembly here. Now I want to check out how the drawing will be built up. So we at first have to make this base view, and we have a section here through the first view and then create the second one. So this means we have to turn our assembly as long as the orientation fits to the way we want to have the view. So if you push like the arrows, it turns by 90 degrees around, or you can push those arrows over there on the top to turn clockwise or counterclockwise. So I need this orientation that the screw is facing me here and the bracket is downwards. So the scale is set to 1. I'm happy with that. And there I have it, my first view. Now I want to make a cross section through this assembly, and therefore I have to go to Views, Place View, and then you have Section. If you don't have any other section, automatically the first view is selected, and now you can see the dot will find the center of our view. Now slide up the mouse that you can see the dotted line, left button of your mouse, then left click again. Now you could continue your section, but you don't want to, so hit the right click and then go on continue to create the first section view. We want to have it displayed this way to the right. Click once and then we have it. This looks pretty decent so far. Let's make sure we don't lose our work so far and then save it to our pulley assembly folder. We don't have to give it another name than pulley assembly because it will be here a DWG file. Just save it and we're fine with that. Yes to all. This looks pretty good. Let's make an ISO view down here. So therefore just go on base view again, turn it that the bracket is pointing downwards, and now you can select the corners of the cube as well. So check out, you have the right corner that it's pointing downwards, or the same way you would see your pulley assembly as it's standing on a table in front of you. This is my rule of thumb in this case. So let's click OK. Pull your view over here. Looks nice. And the only thing that's missing, you can see, is that the screw's not displayed completely. Those edges are missing. So double click on your view. Go to display option. This time we need tangent edges. Click OK, and now you have the screw displayed completely with the edges as well. Let's get over to our section view and get some work done. So at first I want to have the lines correctly. So double click on a single line and make sure that the angle is either 45 degrees or 135. So this one should be 45 over here. And the next one, the next part, has to point the opposite way. So 45 degrees for those lines, and the next part 135. This one should be pointing 45. So as the part is pretty small for the lines, we can make it a little denser. So go to the scale, choose 0.5, and you have double the amount of lines here. As you can see, I still have the lines pointing in a strange direction over here. It doesn't matter because screws, or let's say the most inner parts, will not be cut in a section view. So let's find our view here in the tree over here. So view number one is this here on the left. We open up the section, and now all the parts that are displayed in the section are below the section. So a lot of people mess it up choosing this option over here, but the parts we have to work with are those one below the section. Now we have to find the screw. This one is here highlighted in red. Go right click. Now section participation, we have it cut in the section and we have to go on none. So as it is a screw, we have a thread over here and we have to display the thread. Double click your view, go on display option, and thread feature, you have to check the box to see the thread of your screw. Now let's bring in some symmetry lines. We have to go to the annotate, center line is it called. Now we have to make sure that we catch two edges that are symmetrical to the center. I chose those ones, and now you can see you have the center line, and bring the center line all through the end of the screw, because all of those parts here, like the bushing, the washer, and the thread over here, are rotational elements. So we have to show it by a center line. Now those holes are as well rotational parts. They get a center line as well. Let's see how it's called, a center mark here in the middle. Finally, we need the scale. We deleted over here the scale by double clicking on the name of the view. Delete this one here. Say OK. This is more common that way. Go on text. Say 1 on 1. OK. Then pull it in this area below. Let's save it. This is very good so far. And in the next part, we're going to make the parts list and the numbers.